Hello everyone, my name is Jerry, and today in honour of May the 4th I'm going to build a thermal detonator from Star Wars. Let's get into it. Now, I've seen Odin make one long time ago, but I want to do my own kind of variation of it. I found this little wee ball in my job. It's like a kid's toy ball. It's squishy, but it's also a little bit firm. So that's what I'm going to use for the inside of it. I also found an old broken kid's chainsaw, and it's got lights on it, and the lights kind of alternate, flash and alternate. Right? I don't need the speakers, I don't want to think they sound like a chainsaw, so I'm going to take all the guts of this out, rewire a switch, and then take the speaker out, and then that'll be my lights. Now, because this is so small and up close, I'm going to have to use my special I'm not blind glasses. I'm getting ahead of myself here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on the electrics first, because the electrics going to have to go on the inside. One of these switches will do the job. The one is on off, and one is you have to hold it down for it to work. I'm going to use the on off one, which means I have to get a hole in the middle of this. Right. I'm going to use the center here as well for something. I have a feeling this is going to be too small, but it's all I bloody have. I'm going to start this. I'm going to take this apart, right? And I'm going to whip my old soldering iron out as well. I'll desolder. Oh, who did that now? They're going to be snipped. Fucking hell, excuse me language. Someone's hot glued in. Why would you hot glue it in? That's what solder is for. Right. Now, where's my battery holders? There, I have one left. God damn it, I hope it's good. If it's not, it's in bits. I might have to get something else. Yeah, it's not great. I think I'm missing one of the terminals off it. Right, so I'm all out of them. But I do have, maybe this will work. Now this will be a temporary thing because it's not actually a battery holder, it's just a battery. Which means if I ever want to replace the battery in it, I'll have to come out. Right, so what we're positive and negative, we'll double check, we'll test this. Let me see if this is working. I really don't want to go to the shop and buy batteries. Right, after a bit of troubleshooting, I now realise why it's not working. Because I severed the switch line, so there's no current going through that. Just a wire stripper that I have. So what I'm going to do is strip those two wires. I mean, I could replace all the wires on it with like stronger, like Cat5 cable or something, but the wires are here and they work. I don't see why I need to do that. It's just adding work to the coil. Aha! Way! We have liftoff, right? I mean, you don't need flux. It's just handy to have. It really is. And pre-tin your tool. Ow, that's hot. And what I really should have done there was I should have put some shrink tube in between them. Just to see, not to see, just to, what am I trying to say? If they touch off each other, they might short circuit. That's what I'm trying to avoid. You can hold it on, it's only 3 volts, it won't kill anybody. Deadly. Yeah. Even put the heat shrink on. Come on. No rookie move. Oh, I did put it on. Now I have a spare bit of fucking heat shrink just floating around down there. Oh well. There should be 2 lights here on the front, right? You can see that there. Should be 1 light here, 1 light here, and then one light on the top, right? Which is easy enough. But then I have to get all the bits inside. I'm contemplating cutting the whole thing in half. And then gluing it back together. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, right? I can always just super glue or tape it back together. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's tape because it's just gonna get covered. Right, so knife. I'm gonna have to, as much as I don't want to. Pac-Man. That's not why Pac-Man's down. Whatever. Not Pac-Man. You only need 3 LEDs and there's 5, so I might have to actually snip 2 of them off. Or just hope that when I hide them inside they don't go off. I'm going to try and glue these lights in now. While that's going, I'm going to, let's go behind me. I'll do that, it might be easier. What I'm trying to say is because there's a lip on this, what I should have done was, I should have cut the hole and laid it into it. And then I put the wires on the outside. I don't want to snip the wires again and resolder the wires. So I'm just going to try and widen this hole enough that I can just put the top of the thing through and then just glue it down. Yeah, that'll work. Look, it's right through the top. You can see that on the camera. Right, it's right through the top, and I'm just going to put the yoke on it. What I might have to do is put a wee strip of foam all along the inside here to keep everything in place. And since all the guts are glued into one end, it won't matter if it's that end. So, you're in the way. When I mean you, I mean the wires off the LEDs. Sort of getting in the way. Yeah. Right. I think I'm gonna glue like a bit of foam on top of that, because when it's pressed, it'll be recessed, and then when I put the other foam over the top of it, you won't probably be able to press it. The next stage would be get the outside done. Now that I have all that stuff in, it doesn't look like it's a perfect circle. Maybe that's just my brain, I don't really know. But next stage is to put the outside bit on. So what I need to do is make a wee pattern. Right. So while I'm at it, I'll tidy up. Now, I'm going to just put a bit of tin foil on it, then put tape around the tin foil, draw on my pattern, and stick her on. Tin foil's too big, so I just need to put on bits. Try and put it on with the least amount of creases that you can. That way you'll have a nice flat pattern when it comes out. And tin foil is probably the better option for this. You can use, which I've used, cellophane wrapper, plastic bag. You can use a few things. I think in Odin's one, he had a wee, like an ornament, a plastic ornament. And with the plastic ornament, he dug the jagged bits in with a Dremel, which you can do. Which actually his one turned out deadly. But I don't have that. So I'm just going to eyeball it, draw them in, stick them on my foam. It's going to be a lot of sticky bits, so I wonder if I could just do it with super glue instead of contact cement. And then I'm going to try and think what the bottom one does is it kind of the opposite of the top part. So if the top part has like this weird jagged bit going on it, then the bottom part has it upside. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Upside. English me good. You could slap this into some sort of vector drawing thing and draw your patterns out that way. And then they might be a bit more accurate and a bit sharper, but I'm not doing that. So small and fiddly. Right, about getting my phone and start doing some stuff. I could cut them all out individually. Actually, you know, I'm going to have to because this foam is garbage. I don't want to. If I had? It's not. This foam's not garbage. That's a lie. The foam is good. It just doesn't have that heat treating thing. Like when you score a line in it and you heat it up, the line will come into it. And the reason I'm separating them up and doing them pattern by pattern is so they will have that panel line in between them. If I had the CF100, then I could easily just do them in sections and then score the lines, heat it, and it would be done. So it would have made this a million times easier now that I'm thinking about it. An actual EVA foam ball. You could have cut the ball in half, hollowed out the middle of it, put the electrics in the middle, and then just scored the lines onto the balls, because the EVA foam ball will, that's much better when you do it like that. The EVA foam ball will just stick. Right. Let's see. I want to get a new blade for this because it's just annoying me. I hate using this thing, but I bought the wrong blades and they're the only ones that this is the only one that those blades fit in. Not the greatest, but I think it'll work. I do need a pen though. I mean, it's not too bad actually. And you get the gist of what it is like. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It'll look much better when it's painted. I think I need to sand down some of these bits and then heat seal the top part. Then get my foam clay. I just did it on a low heat and I don't want to melt my electronics. Right, so she's back from plaster dip and I took the wee bits of paint or tape off it. Now, perfect. So I'm going to paint it silver and then darken her up a bit, I suppose. It's nearly done. As I spray paint this, I'm just going to handball on this paint. This is my favourite paint from Polyprops, the dark silver. The bleeding dog's barking outside. I could probably just use spray paint and spray paint the whole thing silver, but I kind of prefer this silver. It's like almost like gunmetal. Has a kind of dark kind of silver look to it. I'm afraid to get paint on my lights. I'm going to use a smaller brush for that. Right, so I'll get my hair dryer, try and dry that. Get the old shoe polish out. Already, you can see, clean, dirty. Right, she's done. Let's see if she still works. It does. Perfect. Now I'm chuffed with that. That was a really easy build, but I'm really chuffed with it. It's you can see it there. It's something I wanted to do since I started making props. Something small and simple like that. There's probably a few things I'd do to change if I ever did it again. The lights are fine, the lights work there fine. It's the pattern of the top part. Because they were all cut by hand, every time I glued a bit on, it would kind of glide one way over the other, and then when I got to the end I was missing a bit. There was a gap missing, so I had to make another pattern. And then of course they didn't glue down properly, which left me with gaps that were too big. And then I did the half circle bit for the bottom, glued that on and marked it, so they're kind of almost different, but you wouldn't really notice it. And then of course I have the tape in the middle. You can see where the line goes, so if we ever need to change the batteries, I can just cut that open and retape it. But overall I'm happy with it. It's a pretty funky little prop. I'll clear coat it now in a few minutes, and it'll probably be stuck up here. I'll make a little ring or something for it to sit in. If you like the video, give me a like, give me a subscribe. If there's anything you think I can build or should build, slap in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Good luck. Blee blee blee. Hello everyone, my name is Gerry, and today in the honour... God damn it. Hello. Right. Deep breaths, inner thoughts. Hello everyone, my name is Gerry, and today in honour of May the 4th I'm going to build a thermal detonator. Jesus Christ.